How much percent of these questions was about HB's family, y'all? Comment Cousins is who I'm asking this to. Nobody on the panel. From the Comment Cousins perspective, what percentage of this interview was about HB's family? Give out of 100%. Go ahead, friend.
No.
Gotcha. But you're never going to step on them, meaning you're never going to call those children your stepchildren. Those are your babies, even though
they're not my stepchildren. They are mine. Yeah.
Did she just say you're never going to call the kids your siblings?
Excuse
me.
Oh, I thought
you said last night when it came to
the comments and everything,
babies, that initially your protection of them was probably your most important thing. They were discovered, things came out, and so now you said, fuck it. You tell them everything. They know everything about everything that goes on over here with you. Yet you are still so confident that no one is ever going to be able to touch them as far as social media. Mm-hmm. Are you really prepared for...
Pause. Stay right there, friend. Press pause.
What?
Right there, my question would be, and I started to type it in the comments, was that a threat?
Kind of sounded like, didn't it?
I'm a threatener. I'm a threatener. My first question would be, is that a threat? Keep going.
Can happen if someone does?
They won't.
How are you so confident with that?
I'm very confident with that. They won't.
Pause again. ChefFoxxy is asking HB, how are you so confident that your kids can't be touched as far as the internet goes? Am I right? Yes, or am I right or wrong? HB, is that what you got?
2,000% right.
How are you so confident that your kids can't be touched the way you be wilding out on here? Okay, they're saying I'm right. Keep going.
Touch them how?
You don't think that there's another HB
out there? Are you talking about physical, or are you talking about reaching out to them, talking shit or something like that?
No, I mean reaching out to them through social media.
That's not
getting to them that way. I don't mean physical.
Block that BV account down there.
I'm gonna block them. I don't have no jits. Like, they are teenagers. They are young adults learning how to drive, can cook a full meal, that kind of stuff. Can teach you a little something about credit. They're not stupid. They're not green either. It's 2025. I don't think anybody is parenting their children like it was in the 80s. People are getting straight to the point. I'm on social media. If you're ever harassed, if you're ever reached out to, and not just TikTokers, this conversation was had prior to Messytok. If you're ever reached out to somebody you are not aware of, you don't respond. You block them. That's it.
Okay. That's fair. Excuse me, I like that. All right. Your relationship with your siblings, what's that like?
I have one favorite sibling.
Does she know she's your favorite?
She do. She absolutely do. And then the rest of them, we just cool. And then my oldest one, that's the one that's like really funny or whatever. Like, you want to have a good time, whatever. Everybody else, they straight.
Pause that real quick.
What did the
F Cash Money Mail Weak Ass. Braid, I'm now reporting you fake as fuck. That person is HB has BV that just got blocked. So block that person too. Just keep in mind, y'all. After that person got blocked, they just came back from their F Cash Money page. You will be blocked again from that page. HB, I have a couple questions for you. When did this interview, when were you known about the interview? When were you notified about the interview? And then did she come to Florida for the interview?
Chef had been trying to interview me for a little bit. I said, whenever you're ready, like that.
Okay.
And so we discussed it being in person. She wanted to be in person. I said, sure. She said she could come back down or whatnot. And that was it. So like, I want to say like a week prior to her coming back down.
When you say coming back down, was she down before then?
Yeah, she was in Panama City. I believe she's still in Florida for the next couple of weeks. She'll be still here. So she'll be here when it's time to do her interview. So I hope that we can do it in person.
So the first night that y'all did y'all's interview, it was in person, correct?
Yes, that's when we went to like the LGB party or whatever. We was outside of there, and then the second night, because I was late that night, so we couldn't finish the whole thing because we were hungry. Me, her, and Bree was hungry, so we finished the second one on
What did y'all
yesterday.
eat that night?
I had
After y'all got hungry, what all did y'all eat?
I had a salmon and Caesar salad
So
and a
fish,
blueberry lemon drop, and
fish
then
and
Chef
liquor.
had pork chop. I don't know what I forgot what Bree had, and
Did Bree
then I
have
went home.
fish?
No, me and Bree don't look at each other like that anymore. We have set boundaries and we respect them. Bree
I
went to
said, did
her.
she have fish? Because you said,
She did not have fish, I don't
did
think.
you
No,
ate some
she went.
fish?
I did. I had salmon and I had Caesar salad. They asked if you were hungry.
Yeah, I want some salmon. Let me ask y'all this real quick, and then we're gonna go back to it. Last question. This is for the comment cousins again. Y'all know I'm very interactive. This question is gonna be on a scale of 1 to 10. How well did HB respond to the questions on a scale of 1 to 10? That counter and that flip. What is y'all's opinion? Do you think she did good with the responses? I want to see y'all's. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well did HB respond to the interview questions? Go ahead, not too much on me.
How did she?
I don't know if it's just the Pisces in her or what. I really get along with Pisces people. And I hate to do like the zodiac thing, but I really do. They're just genuinely really, really good, pure people. And that's what she is. She's trustworthy. She's not going to repeat anything that you say. And it's not just to me. It could be from one of her patients to just a stranger. She's just a good-hearted individual. She listens. She cares. She don't just... She make me feel loved. She make me feel cared for. She makes me feel safe. She makes me feel secure. She makes me feel comfortable in every aspect. I can talk to her about anything. I can confide in her about anything. I know that it ain't going to get brought up in my face. She's a great resource. I don't know. She's just everything.
Okay.
That's my boo.
That's your boo, and is that the one that one night that we heard?
I won't say which one it is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you have that. And you all have been like that from the beginning, or did it happen as grown-ups?
It's been like that forever.
It's been like that forever. So, your sister being your first friend.
These are good questions right here.
Did you have, quote, girlfriends growing up?
These are good interview questions right here. This part.
No, so I would consider sometimes I used to consider my older sisters, their friends, my friends, but not me. Have like my own friend? No, absolutely not.
Why?
It just never was something I was interested in. I've been off the spectrum. Or what?
Thank y'all for the gifts to the panel. Okay, they're back. Why are you talking about this? What happened to your non-existent show, liar? It's in the trash and you're blocked. Next time you come in, shut up. Block that person. You almost had a fake page, so keep going. Not too much. Did it lag or something? Not too much on me. Okay, does your phone unalive? Streamer, cut the volume up.
I should be outside. I should be outside.
T, it's on you. Okay, does your phone unalive? Streamer, cut the volume up.
Nah, don't be streaming me.
T, it's on you. Okay, I'll keep going then. Streamer, we'll keep the going. So my thing is this. Right now, I heard. So this is where I'm at with the interview, and if anybody else could potentially go, I don't know where. Maybe her phone just unalive. I don't know. The way I'm feeling right now, those last questions and about the family and stuff, HB, those were some good questions. Like that was to get to know you better, right? Like, do you agree with that? Like some of the questions was good, and like actually to learn you better as a person.
Yes, I looked at it like those questions were comfort questions.
Trying
So
to ease you and let your guard down.
Yeah, followed up by something that could have possibly, if she picked up on any type of like tense or tension, or picked up on like,
Messy
defense
web
or
shit sauce.
something
Can you
like
come up?
that. So yeah, I feel like those are follow-up questions.
Okay, never mind. Here we go.
My
Hey, friend.
screen froze. Yeah, it
You
kicked me out.
good? Okay, keep going. I'm listening. This was good. I'm just getting good. Let me listen.
Okay.
Something that don't belong to somebody. So just don't let that go over your heads. But yes, it's an option. If I want them there, they will be there. If they want to be there, they will be there. If I don't, they won't be there. You know what I mean? That is up to me. Absolutely.
Excuse me. All right. Let me see. I'm trying to pay attention to the time. And I am glancing at the comments. It looks like they're wanting more of the Messytok.
No, my
stuff.
mother is not raising them because they did not come from. My mother's not raising them, you guys. It's not my mother. It's not on my side of the family. It's on the kid's father's side of the family. It's not on my side of the family at all. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Do you want, while we're here at this point, do you want to check Messy Mail and see if there are any questions up to this point? That way you're not answering questions for the whole interview. So if you all want to send her questions right now with regards to the family side of things, go ahead and send your Messy Mail questions, your CA questions, so that this can flow, and the Messytok part of it, once we start it, y'all can continue it after the interview, okay? So I'm going to continue to ask a few more family-oriented questions. If you all, again, now is the time to send your family questions. Anything family related. This is what you're... Huh?
I was telling him with Messy Mail, make sure that you send the 10 first and say check Messy Mail, and then I check the Messy Mail.
Correct. And the reason she's using the Messy Mail in conjunction with CA is because, you know, you can only put so much in there for the CA. So you send the CA to say check Messy Mail, and you however long your question is, type it out and send it to her. Okay? Now, what was your highest grade completed?
7th.
7th grade. And that's when you start going to juvie. You know,
Braid, you need to shut up and let it play.
No, because I'm here to clock shit. In 7th grade.
I looked up so quick. Can you just let it play?
You didn't even...
I graduated in juvenile, Braid. My last grade in real school free was 7th grade. Yes.
So then what, 8th grade to high school, you was in juvenile?
No, I was like, yes, for the next 5 years up until 18, I was in juvenile. From 13 to 18.
So you got a juvie degree, juvie bachelor's, juvie diploma?
This is why I said it's not smart for you to do. And why do you have that Martin Luther King church for today? That doesn't have nothing to do with it. But never mind. I don't.
7th grade HB though?
Ish.
Keep going.
did you get your GED?
I graduated in juvenile.
In juvenile?
So in regular school, my highest grade completed, like attending an actual school, was 7th.
Okay. Everything else was just done outside of conventional school. All right, I got you.
So at 16, I was at Hope. I think I was at Hope. I was at Hope when I finished. I think I was at Hope outside of Panama City, Florida. So I was at Hope.
Okay. At 16?
Huh?
You spoke to me yesterday about a time in your life where you lived as a nomad. Do you want to touch on that for a second?
No, because I told you that on the phone.
Stop.
Where'd the music go? Did she just call you Motaz?
Rewind it, not too much on me. She did not call me Motaz. And if
He
you
said you was a nomad.
Nomad, not Motaz.
I know what, but Motaz be moving around. But, Nomad, motherfucker, go pick them tents up and bitch move to one area to the next.
She didn't call me Motaz. You know what?
Keep going.
For the CA, so you send the CA to say check messy mail, and you however long your question is, type it out and send it to her. Okay. Now, what was your highest grade completed?
7th.
7th grade.
Girl, you heard her just ask that.
You start going to juvie. You never did you get your GED?
Oh, you
I
rewinded it.
graduated in
She rewinded it.
so in regular school, my highest grade completed, like attending an actual school, was 7.
Okay. Everything else was just done outside of conventional school. All right, I got you.
So at 16, I was at Hope. I think I was at Hope. I was at Hope when I finished. I think I was at Hope outside of Panama City, Florida. So I was at Hope.
Okay. At 16?
Huh?
You spoke to me yesterday about a time in your life where you lived as a nomad. Do you want to touch on that for a second?
No, because I told you that on the phone.
Okay.
But if you insist, it's already out there. So when me and Chuck was going through our separation, the house that he purchased gave me vibes. It gave me like, it gave me weird vibes. And this conversation sparked when we were talking about like Ray the Fixer and shit. And I was saying how she's going to be fine, you know, whatever. When I did it, it was fun. My situation was much different than hers. I had a home and I would go home and I could brush my teeth and I could wash my ass and I could watch
Let's
TV.
pause.
But
Let's pause.
at night,
I missed that one line because I'm looking at the comments like, what the fuck? I was listening intently. Like, all I heard was HB say, like, you know, going into it. So what was the line? What did Chef just say, HB? Now, I heard you say no because we talked about that on the back end.
I said, but if you insist, and I needed to talk to her, explain to her.
Right.
Yeah. Go into
I heard all that. What part of y'all like, oh shit, you don't bring back in combos? Right, HB was like, no, because we talked about that on the back end. Like,
HB should have been like, I'm not touching on that because that's something that we spoke about on the back end, so there's no need for you to be bringing it to the front end.
Yeah, it was like a private conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's
so it's like you're divulging what I just told you on the back end.
But at that point, it's too late because you already put that out there. So I can leave it out there, or
right,
I can
because you already brought literally.
Yeah.
So literally. So that's why HB said, but if you insist, because you already just said it. You already said
there's like several things that I was left no choice but to provide context on because it was spoken about privately, and then I did not want to discuss it on the interview, but I had no choice.
So keep in mind, y'all, what HB is saying happened to me on national TV. On episode 3, when y'all see episode 3, a motherfucker tried to say something to me, and it was like, okay, this is not on national TV, but don't play with me like, bitch, I'm not on that. Like, since you already spoke on it and you said that, bitch, let's get into it.
And
like, a motherfucker's not going to backtrack, bitch, we have to go straight into it.
It'll be one of them things where it'll leave people's mind wondering if you don't clear it up. Like,
and now the motherfucker be like, oh, you was a nomad. Chef said you was a nomad face ass, like, bitch, without no context.
They'll make it be whatever they want it to be if you do not provide context. So, yeah.
Okay. So we all on the same page, y'all. Just make sure. I ain't gonna really worry about tapping the screen, y'all. If y'all could just share the live, comment profusely. Welcome to the kingdom, y'all. If you are a part of the kingdom and you just contributed, go ahead and flood that bitch with crowns. If you're not a part of the kingdom, go ahead and flood that bitch with crowns. Go ahead and flood that bitch with rodeos. Go ahead and flood that bitch with heartbreaks. Go ahead and flood that bitch with grapes.
Hey, Trina.
Flood this bitch with some emojis. Hey, Trina, welcome up, babe.
I will say this, though. I do feel like it's with Chef being the interviewer and all these recaps, I would feel better if she was in these spaces. I'm not certain why she's choosing not to be in these spaces when these when these recaps are being had to provide her feedback on some things. I'll
text her and get her in here now. I'll text her right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hopefully Trina don't come up here over talking. Somebody's out of their mind and not living in reality. Huh. How stupid. Hello, my
Hey,
beautifuls.
Trina, welcome up. Welcome up. Yes, y'all.
Is
y'all
that Mad Cow?
oh shit. Trina, we have opened up the streets. We beat the fuck out of HB and that battler, so we said we had to open up the streets. Anybody that comes
Hey,
up in this panel
Sassy.
can be as messy as you want to be.
Is that Mad Cow?
Mariah said you're too loud. Yeah, that's Mad Cow.
Hey Trina, you look pretty today.
Clock
Oh,
in.
don't try to burn me up.
You heard my motherfucking sister.
Hello, Mad Cow. Thank you.
Pretty today, Tree.
Thank you, Sassy. Mad Cow thinks she's slick.
They're saying Trina, please my ears, please my ears. So
Y'all
good.
say that every time. I don't give a damn.
They're saying
Turn the volume.
to the RIP to the thank you, Justigator, for cutting off our mic.
Legit.
Okay. So Trina, we are recapping this interview with HB and ChefFoxxy. So we're clocking shit. We're saying our blunt opinions. We're not in alliance with nobody. We just saying our opinions. Cut that shit up for me. Not too much on me. Everybody, welcome to the kingdom. Drop the emojis of your favorite creator and send gifts and follow everybody on the panel, y'all. Welcome to the kingdom, y'all. Thank y'all. Go ahead.
Forced to live in this same home, and it was very toxic, and I got a lot of mug shots behind. Just can't control my anger while residing in the same home. So sometimes, throughout the day, I was a reader, a big reader. So I would take my Kindle and I would get my watermelon, and I would go to the beach, and I would read a lot, and I would eat my melons, feed the birds, I would fish. And some nights I just stay out there. So that's why I was saying, like, my situation was much different than hers, but it was something very peaceful for me. The atmosphere was very peaceful, waking up to a sunset, watching the sun go down, very safe environment, and just, I don't know, it was just something very cool to do.
Some people don't know how closely involved you were.
Foxy, put your request in, baby. I see you in here.
In Florida. How did you get involved with that?
Or read the room first.
I was a DV victim. And after my second round of being a part of the program as a victim, I started to volunteer after a few years.
And you've just maintained it ever since.
Absolutely, yeah.
What does that do for you?
It's satisfying. I don't know, it just makes me feel good. I just remember being in the same situation as them. When you look at somebody that was in a situation as you, and at some point they were you, and you knew the resources that you needed, and you needed the help, and you knew the help and the assistance that you needed, and you knew the ear that you needed, and you didn't need anybody to judge you, and you needed somebody to trust. I like being that for them because I had...
Damn.
Stop right there. HB, is that something that she asked you on the back end that she already knew the answer to?
Yes, it happened. We talked about it in her Discord in the past.
So she knew about the DV situation?
Yes.
So, okay. I'm asking that. No, you don't have to sub here, y'all. This is not a sub only. We just recapping the live from yesterday. I don't even have my subs cut on this page, y'all. I just got my subs cut on my battle page. So that was something that was already known about, just to be highlighted.
Yes.
Okay, continue. Not too much on me. I'm just listening intently.
Mm-hmm. That for me.
Right. Are there any other charities that you work with outside of the DV shelters in Florida?
Nope.
Okay. All right. For people to hear you say, some of the things that you said last night with regards to being well, not necessarily being performative, but everything being a skit for you because you decided that this was an avenue of making money. That's it. That's all. No more, no less.
Did you ever say that everything was a skit for you?
Not at all.
Okay, continue.
Someone.
Wait a minute.
That has
Stop
been
right there. Hey, that works. Okay, then. So
we good at it.
So What is this? Is this an interview or HB? Do you feel like this embarrass you, as in embarrass you?
Well, yeah, somebody did say in the comments earlier in Rosé's recap that it felt like she was passively trying to humiliate me. It's what they felt. I don't know. It's just y'all's opinion.
So my opinion, Trina, because I know you didn't ask me, but it is my opinion. So I'm gonna answer that your question to HB. I think this was more. I think it was more like an interrogation versus an interview. It was like trying to when you do interrogations, you got to use deception and make people trip people up on their words. It's giving me trying to figure you out, trying to trip you up, make you subsequently say, okay, I had kids, this happened. Like, it's giving interrogation versus interview.
Yeah, that's what you was giving me, baby. But I don't know. Let's continue to listen.
I agree with that. I did feel like even when I said I graduated in juvenile at Hope, I would have asked me what landed me there. Like, you know what I mean? What are you doing that you couldn't have been there for a few months to where you had to graduate. And that means you was in there for a significant amount of time. Even with me saying the household was toxic and that's why I would spend a lot of time on the beach, I would have asked what made it toxic, like what led up to that point, what even led up to the divorce, etc. I don't know. It was like, I got key things I want to know about and I'm just going to ask you about those things. So isn't Chef in here? Chef, you want to come up?
Chef, I do want you to come up too, because this is my question, Chef. And it's not even about the interview. We're just dissecting the interview, saying our opinions. You and Braid should do interviews. I would be amazing at interviewing people. I would get to the nitty and gritty. Me and HB would eat interviews. Like, me and HB are going to give the people what the fuck the people need, respectfully. You disconnected, Trina. I still see you playing a trombone, but I'll disconnect this and then you can come back up if you want to. Oh, is this the real Trina or a fake one? No, that's you. It says I disconnected. My bad, Trina. Come back. Oh, you're
talking about that. Yeah, I don't think she was talking about the box.
Okay. My bad, Trina. Sorry.
Oh, I mean, disconnected the Bluetooth. Now I gotta redo it.
Okay, my bad. Okay. If Chef put in her request, somebody will drop it. We can but Chef's not in the request. I know my thought is lost. So go ahead. Keep going with that. HB, did you say everything? Trina, you said everything?
I hear me better?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, like I said. All right now, man, Cal. You see that girl? Now don't try to butter me up. I'm almost not mad at you no more.
We don't work it out.
Braid, you stay out of it.
Okay.
I don't know. Now y'all know I love Fox, but shit, I was scared for HB when she said she was going down to Florida. I said, "Oh, this is it right here." But everything was smooth. Now with this interview,
for me,
yeah, I thought she was gonna try to run your ass over in that new car, girl.
Not pull a AJ and the landlord.
I
didn't get that vibe from her at all. Even
Chef not on that. Chef be chilling. Chef, I know what Chef be on. I know Chef.
Yeah, Chef is not violent though. She's not. But shit, based on this interview, she clearly harboring some ill intent.
So what's your opinion then, real quick?
Well, like I say, based on this interview, she clearly harboring some ill intent. It don't seem copacetic. These words that she's using, these questions that she's posing, seems very accusatory instead of interrogatory. If that is a word, I'm not too sure. But yes, clock in. Yes.
Okay, so Motaz, you're not listening. She said clock in.
Yes, clock in, Motaz. Yes.
It's bedtime for Motaz. It's like 4 a.m. over there, y'all. It's 4 a.m. I'm sorry, Motaz. You need to go to bed.
Go to bed, Momo.
Yeah, I need to go to bed, guys.
You tired?
Yeah.
Well, you can lay down. You can stay up here. You can sleep up here. You go ahead, lay it all down. Go ahead. You've been up here since motherfucking 7 p. Go ahead and lay down.
He said, I'm tired, guys.
So let me say this.
I never heard him talk so low.
He's tired. Trina, let me say this. Turn your camera. I don't want to be on the camera, y'all. Let me say this. Give me 1 second, Mo. All right. I'm going to say this, Chef, because I know you're in here. So I want to say this. Shout out to the 1.8K people in here. Shout out to the kingdom. First and foremost, shout out to everybody streaming. They can hear my voice. Earlier, Tea Time responded to your interview with HB. She said, and she divulged some tea that some of us didn't know. Tea Time told us that you and Black Chicago exchanged pictures with no clothes on, naked pictures. Tea Time said that not only she said that it was after HB's incident with Black Chicago. I'm just giving the people the details. Trina, I know this is T to you. You're in here, but I'm about to tell the people that wasn't in here. I heard T-Tom told us that he sent you a picture of his Johnson after the HB situation. And when I just listened in to T-Tom said the reasoning behind it was if it was to prove that he did not, have sexual penetration with HB. This is what T-Tom said. She sent a picture saying if I did, or he sent a picture to you saying if I did, she would have felt that she would know. Acting like he just had the motherfucker Don Dada. So is this true, ChefFoxxy? Did Black Chicago send you pictures of his Johnson to prove that he did not penetrate HB? That's what I need to know. Because that's what T-Tom just told us. And she only said that in response to whatever you asked on the interview yesterday. The comments are already saying, I believe, T-Tom. So is that true?
Joint back in. She didn't. I don't. So she.
Well, say
wasn't
it again.
listening to
Look here, Chef.
Let me
T-Tom
make a correction. Not exchanged. Not exchanged.
Yeah, it was not an exchange. That's not what she said.
Yeah,
Not
an exchange. Y'all know, sorry, my bad. I did the HB. Chef didn't send it
I
back.
will say, well, Midwest said in the comments, what is it to you?
Right, I just corrected it. Y'all. I just corrected it. Sorry, y'all. And I want to make sure y'all hear the correction. Hold on, Midwest, what?
She said, what is it to you?
Give me 1 second. I can answer that. Thank you for pointing that out. Anybody in the panel, if y'all see any messy comments y'all want me to respond to, please do what HB just did. What is it to me? The same thing that it is to you. My motherfucking business now. Messytok's business now. All 1.8 of our business now. Bitch, I'm about to get to the nitty gritty. Are you dumb? Bitch, it's my business, your business, our business, 1.8 business. The streamers of the streamers business. Does that make sense? Silly. We're nosy as the fuck. We're messy as the fuck. I hope that makes sense. Now sit back and watch. Stop typing. The fuck's going on around these parts? Motaz, tell the motherfuckers to clock in. Go to bed.
You need to clock out, Motaz. You're tired.
Motaz, go to sleep.
Lay down. Lay down. He didn't even want to say it. Now, respectfully. Yeah, he trying to clock out. Go ahead then. Let's just keep going with the shit. Let's keep going. I just need to know the details. Shit, T-Tom said it, so I'm just repeating it. But to clarify, there was no exchange.
Disassociate. Do you still think you hold true to that when it comes to a DV victim?
Absolutely.
Or do you allow that to...
I definitely do. I mean, I definitely disconnect. I remain disconnected. Your trauma is not my trauma. I don't care if we even went through something very similar or damn near the same thing. Yours is yours and mine is mine. I think the problem is when you start connecting. That's when I feel like it becomes a problem. What happened to you happened to you, and what happened to me happened to me, and they're two different things. And all I do is just be of whatever resource that I can be for that person.
I love that. I really, really do. I remember the night in the Discord when you were telling us stories about, what all the program that you work with, what all they do for the women once they get them down there, how they help them once they leave. Why isn't that something that you speak about more?
Because Messytok goes after things that, how we are. We attack each other on TikTok and off TikTok. That is something that I don't ever want to be kicked out or can't be a part of. That's why you would never hear me throw out, like, making fun of DD. I make fun of a lot of shit on here, but that's one thing I don't, because I would never want that to be clipped and sent to the favorite house. So I just kind of steer away from that.
All right. So you're careful about who you would help when it comes to that?
No, I'm not careful at all about it.
Good morning.
I truly love that. I didn't even know places like that existed.
Give me a pause.
you see.
So I see some questions in the comments that y'all are asking really good. And what I want to do, HB, if you don't mind, maybe for 5 minutes, like from 7:40 to 7:45, I want to do like a quick like comments, maybe say something, or maybe after this, I want to hear the comments, opinions. They said these questions are kind of triggering. Do you feel triggered at any point, HB? Comment cousins, do y'all feel like these are triggering questions? And then HB, go ahead and answer.
Fox is live. Fox is live.
Okay.
Stream her.
She's not saying anything yet.
Okay, streamer, stay in that live. HB, do you feel like these questions are triggering?
Nope, I wasn't triggered at all. It just made me know what was going on. I just knew that it wasn't an interview at that point. I knew it was deeper than that. It was personal for her.
Aha.
Okay, keep going with the interview, Trina. Shut up.
Stuff like that on TV shows.
1 second,
but
not
where
too
I'm
much.
from, I've never.
Streamer, can you make sure you pay attention to that, please? Go ahead, not too much.
Anytime the volume need to go up, just unmute, streamer.
Yeah, for real. What is they saying right now? Do we need to get a quick intro?
Where's the I ain't been over here. Go on back where you was now. I'm fine. I heard Braid was live. I'm sure his live is way more interesting. Y'all, I'm sorry I'm late. I wasn't paying attention to the time.
No, it's okay.
Correct. Go ahead. Yeah, right. Go ahead. Not too much.
I'm confused about that. I'm so fucking confused. It don't matter because we need to make sure that this interview happened Friday. Go ahead, not too much.
Heard of anything like that. But after you said what you said that night in the Discord, it made me look into it. Because I didn't think that our small cities or small towns had those type of programs. I want to take a moment right here and ask if you live in a small town or a small city and you did not think that there were programs like this, please inquire.
I will say is, as common as DV is, I think even in the smallest town, there's a resource or a women's shelter for DV. So it is rare that you have not heard about it, or your town maybe not have it, or it could just be because it's not your situation. But every city I know, including mine, and the tiniest cities outside of Pensacola, definitely have resources for DV. And if they don't, they will get you to the nearest city. Now ours, you don't even have to a man don't even have to put their hands on you for ours to accept you at all. He could just be coming off intimidating. You could just find the situation very toxic for you or your kids, and they're coming to pick you up. So they're going to ask you to meet them somewhere. They're going to create a safety plan to pick you up. So, but I would hope that every city has some type of DV shelter. And ours, although we call ours DV shelters, they do look like little baby mansions.
Hold on, not too much.
It's a really beautiful
Conversation, big conversation, and I'm not about to start now. That's not how this works for me. I get it. It's a Messytok conversation, so y'all feel that I owe you something. I don't. Okay.
Yes, Frankie, come up in a minute.
So if y'all looking for anything other than that, I'm so sorry. That is literally all you're going to get. Anyone that has seen a conversation of mine, I don't talk about my conversations after the conversation has happened, really.
Okay, y'all. So go ask her. Is the interview still on for Friday with HB?
Conversation, and I leave it there. This is not going to be any different. I don't know why y'all thought y'all would get anything different. Thank you. Continue to exit left. Thank you.
Click the follow button, y'all, to the messy people in here listening, because y'all are messy. If you don't already follow the page, take 1 second, click follow. Join this team over here. Get your heart me's in the messy streets, too. This a whole different page, and we ain't got subscriptions, y'all. No subs, but you can get a 1 cent heart me. I wonder who the most messy over here. Who the highest level over here?
Virgo, are you in here, darling? Can you come play my song for me?
Welcome, ChefFoxxy. Cut it up, not too much on me.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I had to talk to my kid in the other room, but I'm back.
You good, Frankie? You good?
I feel like the majority wants you to be, which is right here in Messytok.
Streamer, if you need to cut it back up, cut it up.
A lot of lives held today. A lot of lives held today. People talking about a lot of things from a year and a half ago, when Heartbreaker made her debut onto Messytok. Now, last night, you made it clear that, your introduction, you started over on the red pill side, which you named off, I think, Freeze and Rico and all of them. You saw the weakness and where to pounce and how to move. You moved accordingly, and then you went from there to lower ninth. That's kind of where your introduction to some of the women came, myself, T, and Crown. And that's where you saw your opportunity. Now, the Black Chicago situation is what gave or what made Heartbreaker's name on this side of TikTok. Last night you said that you did what you had to do. It was dark, but you did what you had to do. Is it a safe assumption that that's what you were referring to?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what you were referring to?
I just did what I had to do. I came over here. I was instigating. I was messy. I was meddling. I was using my sex appeal. I was teasing the men, taunting the men. I was going out of my way to prove that they're not what they're on here preaching and portraying to be, and etc. I wasn't nice about it at all. I was very manipulative and malicious and just effed up.
Okay. How did you choose the men?
The ones that were yapping. And if you're in a crew and you're yapping about Black women, and that's who I did that for. If I seen a live and I'm scrolling down my FYP and you putting a sister down because she got a degree, or because she don't want to wear her natural hair, or because she got standards and she don't want y'all ass, or she wanted men to take care of her. If I catch you doing that, I will
Stop right there.
With no strings attached to the women at all.
Give me a pause.
Stop right there.
Go ahead, Trina.
Oh, just give me a pause. Okay. Look, breaking news. They said Fox and them muting everybody that asked about the damn interview on Friday. So I don't know.
Well, Trina, can you go up in the panel and ask then? Can you ask her? Like, can you put a request in and we stream it and you just ask then? That could be like a boom.
All right, I'll be right back. Hey,
Real
nigga,
quick.
I ain't no motherfucker, dude, boy.
I know, and I love you. We're going to gift you when you get back over here. I promise. Streamer, cut it up when she gets in the panel. Go ahead.
To see that. I didn't think that things like that took place until I got on the app. So I was on them, and so I would, if I couldn't get them, I would scout out their weakest link. And
Streamer, go to T-Time. Actually, no, you stay there.
Always.
Not too much. Pause that real quick.
For me to come up and talk that shit.
Is there any way that is there another streamer here? Anybody got a second device that can go to T-Time Live? She wants us to stream her. You stay right there and Chef Live streamer. Because when Trina get in the panel, we're going to boom. We need to stream T-Time. If so, not too much on me. Can you go to T? Stream Chef. They said cut Chef up. Streamer, cut it up.
Oh.
But go to T-Time if you can. Not too much on me. Damn, we're doing a lot.
She just playing music.
Chef is playing music. Okay, perfect. We're trying to get up there. Boom.
I can stream. Who you want me to stream?
T-Time.
All right.
Streamer. As soon as Chef needs to be cut up, please cut it up. Y'all love it here? I know. You guys, welcome in. Journey, are you over here on this page? Please flood this motherfucker with crowns. Do you hear me? I could, but I'm kind of tired. You could have kept that comment in that fingertip. My brain, hold on. All y'all gotta do is sit back and be entertained. I'm the one motherfucking doing all the push buttons going left and right. Y'all ain't doing shit but looking at this phone. Some of y'all got a straight face. Some of y'all motherfucking laughing.
I know.
The fuck? Cut it up, streamer.